pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
This is Freestone County Commissioners Court, April 15, 2026. We do have proof of posting in accordance with Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code as amended, also known as the Texas Public Meeting Act. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Any members of the public who wish to speak will have 3 minutes to do so this morning. No comments from the public? We will move to item number 1 on the agenda to approve the minutes of April 1st, 2026 regular meeting and April 10th, 2026 special meeting.
I was just asking for an I'm here. You been at the high school masters?
Yeah. It's good. The rain held off too, so that was, seemed like it was a Sunday specific rainstorm.
You hear anything else on that? Yeah, I think. Are you here with the cemetery?
Yes, that's me. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
It's not on again, right?
No, yeah, but we tabled it, but it'll still fall under these plats and replats. Right. So next week.
Okay, good.
Most approved minutes. A second.
Have a motion and a second, all in favor, aye?
If you wanna go ahead and jump to that where she won't have to wait.
Motion carried. Yeah.
Number 7. Right?
Yes. Okay, we'll move down to number 7 on the agenda, item number 7.
Y'all
The
just
application for plats on the last one.
Yeah.
I don't know if you need to bring it up here. Every county's different. I have one in Mylar. I have 5 copies here. It's just the plat for the cemetery, for the family cemetery. It might be easier to see because it's on Mylar, so. But it's 33 plots for the Williams family. We've got I have the egress easement here from FM 3285. It's just a small family cemetery. It's pretty simple, but it's very detailed. It all complies to Texas Health Commission requirements where the permanent egress is attached to it. It's tied to both of the property corners of the subject tract. We've got the legal description. Everything is there. And then the judge is going to sign it. Mr. Larry has been in the hospital, so him and Carolyn haven't got to sign it yet, but I'm taking them over notary to them tomorrow so that they can sign it. because she can't leave him right now, so,
Goodness.
but I've set it up with her, I'm gonna meet with him tomorrow after lunch, after it gets approved here, and then get them to sign it, and then I'll go file it with the county clerks whenever it's approved.
And this is in precinct 2?
No,
One.
One.
Precinct 1.
Going away far.
32, is that the Park Road?
Yeah.
So, I don't know if I'm gonna do this here with y'all, or I just need the judge's signature.
We'll need the application
I have
and
it over
the
here.
tax certificate
Okay, I can get the tax certificate, I have the application here with me.
before it can be filed.
Oh, yes, ma'am,
Yeah,
absolutely.
where you need-
Yeah, I'm gonna blame it, because they also have to sign the cemetery dedication that's gonna be filed with it, and so I'm gonna get Miss Carolyn to sign that tomorrow as well, and I'll just bring it all as a package to the county clerk's office.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Just one signature, that's gonna be the judge. Yeah. Good.
yes, I
And I have the purple post-it, let me get you the right, because that Mylar has to be signed with a certain pin, and I brought it for you. And it's just under the purple, I marked it with the purple for you.
Yours has to be notarized too.
Now, his doesn't have to be
Okay.
notarized still. Thank you all very much.
Ma'am?
I know the Williams family very much appreciate it. It's a very sensitive matter. Thank you all very much.
We're thinking about it.
While we're on item number 7, I guess we'll stay on item number 7.
And do we want to approve it? Vote on it?
You're probably out too, shouldn't you?
Or- Yeah.
Is there a motion to accept the plat for the Williams Family Cemetery in precinct 1?
I'll make that one.
I second.
Have a motion and a second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Motion carried. The other agenda item for item number 7 is going to be to approve an advertisement to bidders. We've got Jim Hanks here today to kind of go over this. Goes back to our courthouse restoration.
Well, good morning. I wanted to kind of present the process that I wanted to present to the court about going forward with the courthouse restoration project. In discussions with the judge and Mr. Bonner, they indicated that we wanted to go forward with the full restoration of the project, but we wanted to, for lack of better terms, phase the construction. In other words, we want to do the exterior work. We need that work to stretch out for some period of time, 24 to 30 months, and then begin working on the inside after you can move to different facilities. And in going through that, the way you contracted this project last time, or advertised it last time, was sealed competitive proposals, which you had a ranking process and then you evaluated the cost. That delivery method or method of contracting really doesn't allow us to contract the entire project and then only do parts of it. It just isn't conducive to it. In talking with THC, in order for you to keep all of your funding, they're going to require us to have a contract for the complete restoration of the project, both the interior and the exterior work. So what I put together is an advertisement that will go out essentially to all the same firms that you looked at the first time. Hopefully it will draw a few more. But it's using a CM at risk, a construction manager at risk. It's a little different delivery method. It is allowed under the state statutes for counties, schools, and other cities, other governmental agencies. What that does is we will select basically a general contractor on qualifications. And when we select them, we will select them for the entire project, for the full restoration of the project. Now, where the difference is going to be is in this delivery method, before going to work, they give the owner a guaranteed maximum price. You'll hear me refer, I'm going to call it a GMP, so it's guaranteed maximum price. What that means is, as long as the owner does not change anything in the scope of work, the contractor is guaranteed he will complete the project for that amount. Hell or high water, it's going to be for that amount, as long as you don't change anything. And I'll guarantee you, I'll be standing in front of you telling you not to change anything. So don't worry about that. What I'm proposing to do is we will go into this process, but we're actually going to have two GMPs. The first GMP in the advertisement is listed out where it's going to be for the exterior work. And they will give us a guaranteed maximum price. I don't know if you're aware of it, but if we delay the air conditioning and working on the inside of the building, there's going to be some electrical codes, mechanical codes, things like that that are going to catch up with us. We're going to have some redesign work done in the future. What my plan is to set it up so that when we get to the point where the architect is having, and their engineers are having to do the redesign, we're going to have this contractor going through and evaluating the plans, getting value engineering, looking for problems, ways to cut costs. Now, the biggest thing in doing the two GMPs is we're going to have a contract for the entire project, which meets THC's requirements. But if we get to the second GMP and the contractor or pricing or whatever else just is going crazy, and it's something that can't be done by the county, we can deny or basically reject the GMP, and that gives us a way out of the contract. So that's kind of your safety valve in 24 or 30 months. Just to let you know, I bid a project for another client last year and then just bid it again 3 days ago. There was a 25% increase in 1 year. Now, of course, we didn't estimate, and it was 15% over budget. Now, we didn't anticipate we'd be slinging missiles at people, and the gas went from $2.30 a gallon to $4 a gallon. So 30 months from now, I can't tell you what those prices are going to be. Nobody can. It's going to be more expensive. But if we go ahead and contract and get this done by June, we will assure that the county will have the THC funding or the grant to apply to whatever we have for the cost. And I've said a whole lot, so, I mean, if y'all have any questions, please ask.
And he's already listed, went through the architect firm starting?
I have talked with Scott with the architectural firm, kind of told him what I was going to do. He really didn't have any opinion one way or the other. He hasn't dealt with seeing at risk before. It's a method that I've been using Well, I mean, I've been doing it for over 30 years. So it's pretty common to me, but to a lot of counties, a lot of cities, even school districts, it's not something that was common. Also, I have contacts at THC, the Texas Historic Commission. I've kind of run this through them. They're in agreement with it, so it looks like it's the best way for us to lock in our money so that money's available to you and do what the county is needing done for your cash flow and your other projects.
It's just it didn't make financial sense to move forward with the original contractor that we chose after he went back and said, well, just the exterior and windows and doors and stuff would cost. It was very inflated.
Well, his general, in that case, your painting, some of the exterior painting was escalated 158%. General conditions escalated for half the work, or actually less than half the work, escalated over 50%. The rest of it looked like he just pulled a 14% increase number out of the air or wherever he got it and applied it to all the other items. So now and when we go out, back out for bids, it's a brand new ball game. And y'all have probably bid asphalt, oil, gravel, things like that. You understand that, I mean, there's things outside, it's like Christmas, or it can be really good or it can be really bad when we go back out for bids. The one thing I will tell you is that the seeing at risk, all of these contractors that deal with historic work have looked at it at one point in time, so it's not a new concept to them. But we are taking a project back out on the street in our terms. So sometimes contractors act funny when a project was bid and then it's turned around and rebid. They think something's wrong. They may work with it, they may not. We just need to be aware of that. I've addressed with 2 other contractors that do historic work. Both of them are comfortable with the process, so I'm pretty sure I can at least give you 2 quotes. Now, what the rest of them will do, I don't know them very well. So,
And in agreeing to go back out to bid and use this particular advertisement today, again, it gives us the option to accept or deny. So this is not tying us down to nothing. We're still in the same position we was in before. We're just trying to cheapen up the cost of the work since we've changed the scope to try to, like you said, for lack of better words, drag this out for 2 to 3 years.
and we will be contacting Mr. Johnson again. I mean, I've told him that when we get this back out, I mean, it will go back to a person that you selected under a different.
Be interested to see how.
But we'll just get it back out there and take a look at it.
So what do we need to do today?
Need a motion to,
I don't know how it works.
motion to do advertisement to bidders
Using the CM at risk.
using the CMF, this particular document that we put on file.
Sorry, using what?
Using this particular document, which I will give you to file with the motion.
Okay.
Now, what he's going to give you is basically a preliminary document. It doesn't have dates and things like that on it. So I'll get with the county and figure out your days and get with the architect before it goes. You'll see it before it goes out for advertising.
I'll make that motion. I don't know what it was, but I'll make it.
Well, please, if you have any questions or.
No, I'm just talking about, I don't know how to word it.
What I have is motion to do advertising to bidders using the preliminary documents there.
And
And then, but he'll provide
yeah.
that. Is that the?
And
It'll
your
be
attorney may tell you something different, but we do have to indicate that it's ceiling at risk, by the statute, and it's at least my understanding.
They gonna write it down.
The document, and it's a CM at risk, construction matter at risk.
And before it's all over, I will get y'all all caught up on all these new terms and things like that, so.
So we have a motion, do we have a second?
I second.
Motion is second, all in favor, aye?
Right.
Motion carried. Next thing, and I'm gonna put horse for the horse, but in that folder, this is a contract with Jim's company for him to be our courthouse representative. Andy and I met with Jim, talking about the CMS policy, about his contract and the scope of work and the changes and architect and all that. We did have a meeting about this week before next.
Need a motion on that?
Yes, sir.
Make that motion.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to enter into contract with Hanks Engineering Service Company, ESCO. And I will state that we can opt out of this at any time. Should the project not move any further after we get these other bids in or anything like that. This is
Yes, sir.
more for our protection than it is Jim's, really, the way it's written. It's a very fair to the county contract. It's not necessarily tying us down, but it does represent all of the services that Jim will provide and the exact cost. On that, so the motion to accept the contract with ESCO Engineering. Have a motion to second, all in favor, aye? Carried. Are there any other, thank you, Jim.
No, sir, not at all. I will be getting with you or Karen and firming up those dates. We are going to try to get this out quickly.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Good, thank you. Were there any other special road use agreements, contracts, permits, or bonds to consider for item number 7? If not, we'll go back up to item number 2, budget transfers and amendments.
I make a motion to approve budget transfers,
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
because there's not any amendments.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 3 is to approve both bids. We have 3 sets.
That third set completes your ARPA funds too.
That's the completed, the last one.
Yes.
curious, Richard, we were talking, how much of our budget's left on our inmates? Are we getting,
We have to pull it out.
I
Yeah.
mean, about 30%, something like that?
27, it says.
Huh?
Yes.
Oh, it does say 27, okay, yeah. Motion we approve, pay the bills. Second.
Have a motion and a second, all in favor, aye. Motion carried. Item number 4, pay the payroll. Have any, no action. Item number 5 is reports. I have 3 reports, and they are all from JP4. One is for the month of January, for the month of February, and for the month of March. Any other reports? Motion to accept these reports.
Make it.
Have a second.
Second.
Have a motion and a second, all in favor, aye. Motion carried. Item number 6, the burn ban. No action. Moving to item number 8, to approve bonds and education certificates. I have a cybersecurity awareness training completion for Leonard Smith, CJIS security and privacy training for Jimmy McAdams, and a county elections academy training for Renee McVeigh. Or any other volunteer education certificates? The motion to approve education.
I'll make that motion.
Have a second.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor, aye. Motion carried. Item number 9. On the place of members of the judicial district adult sexual assault response team.
We can, I'm asking for the court to go ahead and pass that. You can take it off the agenda. It's taken a little bit longer. It's what I talked about last time, getting with Limestone County, their SANE nurse, getting them all on this, all of us on the same, agenda and having that agreement in place. So if it's okay with the court, we can just pass that.
Okay. A motion to pass on agenda item number 9.
Make that motion.
Motion second, all in favor, aye. Motion carried. Item number 10, same thing, Brian?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Motion to pass on item number 10.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor, aye. Motion carried. Item number 12.
It's 11.
I'm sorry, 11.
Still on that?
Discuss County Road, Freestone County Road 295, Freestone County Road 298.
I think I should know better than to not listen to Richard. He always has good ideas, and I think he was correct last time. I think you heard me talk about this situation. Y'all two are definitely familiar with it. To accept it or to move forward contingent on that agreement being signed. I think that was probably the best idea. I have had a back and forth since we had that meeting, made a few little tweaks to it, so it's basically done. It's kind of a playing of who's on first at this point in time, of who's gonna lead this thing off. So I think us accepting it, contingent on that agreement, I'll get with you, Richard, for you to take a look at the agreement, you know, kind of talk about some things. It's very simple, very straightforward. So I don't think there'll be any problems, but I think that was probably the right call last time, and so I think that's the right call to do today.
How would that motion need to be styled?
Motion to abandon sections of FCR 295 and FCR 298.
So just 298. 295 will be in its entire existence.
Okay.
Yeah.
290.
298's the gate.
295, when you get down there, my understanding is you take a turn, just barely, and there's a gate on 295.
There is a gate on 295 that, but if the motion is to close, recognize County Road 298 stopping at the first gate and cattle guard. At the property owned by Blue Lake Properties, formerly owned by Mr. Bonner. Tootie Bonner. Then, where you're talking about the gates on 295, when you abandon that road past the gate on 298, then that gate is nothing more than just like a fence. So there's,
Understood.
or it'll go up to the gates. It couldn't go any further anyway because that gate is the line of the old right-of-way that you just gotta get away with.
I definitely understand. I definitely understand what you're saying.
So basically, 295 is coming to a gate where 298 used to be.
Correct.
We're looking for access to go through that gate to make a turnaround.
That would be part of the contract.
And that's in there, so yes, when you look at the map, just make sure we're all clear, it looks like there's a turn, like you would have to go up 298.
You've got a fence on each side of 295 that goes up and ties into the fence that runs.
That makes it even easier.
Yes.
So I appreciate kind of that.
Yeah, so I don't think 295 should be in there.
Yeah.
But of course, in the agreement, we would want Mr. Blue Lake to recognize that the gates at the end of 295, he's going to allow the county access to open and close those gates to turn equipment around so 295 can be better maintained.
And that's correct, and that's definitely the main part of that agreement is that situation.
So 295 comes into 298, but that's private property because it actually stops back here.
Yeah.
So when we go through, we'll be turning around on private property.
That is correct. The only difference is my misunderstanding of the fence line tied into that gate on 295. So yes, we'd be going on Blue Lake, private property to turn around on 295 and for you to be able to do whatever work that you need.
Part of that also would be emergency services have access to both gates, the end of 298 and the end of 295. And hopefully the Percy's as well in the case of emergency, which that's more civil, that's between two landowners.
It is, I do have language, again, I'll get with Richard, but I do have language, and you judge, but of in case of emergency. I mean, there's an emergency clause in there of.
And it's happened before, so it's very.
Fire,
necessary.
flooding, it's, I left it open-ended on what emergency, but I know we've run into some of those issues of, I think both of those, right?
We've
Fire,
had-
kind
We've
of.
had fire twice, and then we've also had power lines down.
Okay.
So do we need to put in there that from the cattle guard on 298 to the gate on 295 is relinquished back to the landowner, and 298 stops at the cattle guard?
I think the easiest way to say it, 298 stops category, we have, this has been way in excess of 20 years.
It has.
That the road has been gated off. And we don't actually know how long 298 used to be. It went to a rock quarry that is now a lake. And so it's,
So Blue Lake is just allowing us to emergency vehicles to get through, to get to 295 if need be,
it's,
and then us to be able to access.
Yeah, I think the way we put it in there is almost if there's an emergency that requires access through there, and access can't be gained going up 295. If it's easier to get that way during an emergency, that's the way we're gonna go.
it's a
So,
motion just to move forward with getting a contract signed based off of information that's been presented in court today. And to clarify that will show that County Road 298 does stop at the first cattle guard with the locked gate.
I think that,
And then if, once you get the contract, if it's something we need to run through court and prove, we can.
I think that sounds great, and I do appreciate it, 'cause everybody will be on the understanding
Yeah.
of what it is,
Well,
moving
it's
forward
been-
through history, which is
It's
kind of
been
the
going
main
on
part.
for 2 years, you
Yeah.
know, but it's been a lot of investigating to find out. And this all stemmed from a commissioner giving a verbal to a landowner. The county don't want that road no more. It was never formally abandoned. But when you look at the Texas Transportation Code and the statute, it clearly says that if there's no county maintenance on that road in excess of 20 years, the county loses that right. And we have sworn testimony that there's been a gate, locked gate across that road for in excess of 20 years.
That's correct.
So can we put in there with approval of the Commissioner's Court that from, how far is it from that cattle guard to that gate? I don't remember.
It's almost 3/4 of a mile.
So would it be that we're gonna be able to access it with our emergency and us turn for the county to maintain up to that gate, to make sure that there, is there a problem with
That's not
that?
been requested. I don't think we want to do that.
I mean, I don't have a clue, I don't even know what that road is like, 'cause I've had to
We
do it in
wouldn't
the
lost that responsibility from the cattle guard to the gates at the end of the
I don't know, I don't even know what the road's like.
And there will be, because like Judge said, it's almost abandoned per statute as we sit here right now. And then I will present formal legal abandonment paperwork. So it will go and go in the proper places for people that are beyond us to go back and look if there's some kind of dispute. I would think that it would solve that problem. Did you like, or you happy with that way you said that motion there at the end? You
I
want
can't
to?
remember what it said.
Yeah, no, I can't really exactly either. Move forward with the contract.
I think the court can agree today that County Road 298 stops at the first cattle guard. Okay.
Yes.
And does one landowner own it on both sides of the road?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just what the cattle guard guy.
Yes, sir. It's good. It's a good question. So it's
So
very.
it's not cutting anybody off from getting to the property or anything?
That's correct. It sounds like 295 is just kind of a little bit more treacherous, I guess, or maybe there needs to be some work on it later on or something like that. That's kind of the problem is 298 sounds like it might be the better path, but we have another one.
This should not be denying anybody access.
Okay.
And that gate situation, if it does, it's not per se abandoned. It has a clause in there that that's the only way for you to get in and out of your property. I think that gate 20-year deal goes out the window. It's a little bit different because we got the 295 as well. So kind of interesting. Learn something.
A little different than some of the issues in the past.
Yes.
You had.
Yes.
And so the motion is to declare County Road 298 does stop at the first cattle guard gate crossing. Is there a motion?
I make that motion.
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor, aye.
Thank y'all.
Motion carried. Item number 12, to review and consider possible action on the E-Move professional services service agreement. Don't see Ms. Blackenham. I did go up and speak with her yesterday, and she said that we're going to have to table that again. That would be our best interest to table that. That contract is a little bit deceiving. I don't know that this would be in the best interest to sign it the way that it's written. So if we can have a motion to table item number 12.
I'll make that motion. Second.
Motion and second, all in favor, aye. Motion carried. Item number 13, discuss and consider possible action on approval of submissions of subdivision plat and replat application for Freestone County Commissioners Court.
So Renee and I have been kind of discussing about this whole process. The main thing is she's having an issue getting the people to come in and actually file it and pay the filing fee. And I think what we really need to do is just kind of rework how we do the submission process. I know that we've talked about, I know we've redone on the applications pages, putting a phone number and an email address, and I've got those up on the website. And we pretty much just said that we need to change whenever we accept them to that the plats and replats being accepted in court is contingent on them paying the filing fee. And so I think we just need it in, basically said in open court, that that's how the procedure is going to be from here on out. Because they've been having such an issue getting a hold of people. And we've also talked about making it a requirement for them to come to court, to where after it's said and done in court, it's approved contingent on them going down there. They can automatically take everything, go down there and file it.
Should we tighten up our, as far as they're notifying us that they have contacted the local water corporation as to whether there is or is not water available, as well as on the pier, and have that in writing every single time? We kind of got a curve thrown at us last week with the someone saying they're only going to do solar.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds good at first, but then they sell that lot and the next person wants power. There was never nothing in there that shows that they were power checked on or not. I would think we would request that letter where they're going to
We
put
can do
solar
it,
on.
you know, it's, the worst thing is you can't legislate more out if somebody doesn't tell them, that's out of our hands.
Yeah, regardless what the letter states, just the fact that we got proof that they did contact the power company or the water company. And we're just trying to protect people that are looking at making a purchase and living in our county.
Well, at a local level, you can require whatever you want to require. Just because it's not, well, the legislature took out no tax certificate required anymore. But we talked about that, and at a local level, we want to
It's still
know
required.
that those taxes are paid.
Sure.
You know, so if you want a piece of paper from the electric company saying there's power there to be included, or with water, I mean,
Rural water.
that's
plant.
something that we can require.
We ask for it now, but we're not required. I don't know why we wouldn't, I don't know the negative of that.
But the problem has been, you know, they get passed on in here, they get handed off to the commissioner, and it's like you're doing it for them. And then they don't come in for 2 weeks, a month later, or whatever, and it's just laying around in our office. And, you know, they need to, if they want it approved, they need to come in, get it approved, and go file it. Is just what Karen and I are just trying to get done.
What do? Where's that? Proof of water, proof of fire, and proof that you filed. Or proof, come code, in person.
Since, proof of tax.
Yeah.
Pay tax.
Everything needs to be complete before y'all sign off on it.
I'm gonna just rewrite what we have on the internet and then put it in front of us and we can approve it.
Yeah, yeah, we can do that.
Or
I'll just take this.
Yes, till if we have a meeting before the next regular meeting, we can discuss it then. If not, we can discuss it at the next regular meeting, which I think is May 6th. And I think that'll be plenty of time to get everything done.
Motion to table item 13.
maybe,
I second.
Motion second, all in favor, aye? Motion carried. Number 14, discuss potential settlement opioid litigation.
It's kind of what we've seen in the past. They've settled, we've hired attorneys to handle that kind of global litigation for us, and they've settled with those defendants, so we're gonna get a little bit of money coming our way. I don't think it's very much, I don't want to excite you too much, but I forget what it said in there, almost like $3,000.
It's just
$3,000, something like that. But again, just kind of the road that we're on, and I would ask the court to approve it. We'll take it with those defendants, and the litigation will keep going on, and they'll keep settling with different people as it goes.
I make that motion. Second.
Have a motion and a second, all in favor, aye? Motion carried. Are there any comments from commissioners?
big old rodeo there.
Big old Saturday out at,
Wrong.
Keyhole.
Keyhole Ranch.
I'll be gone all next week's school, so I'll leave Monday evening, I'll be gone Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Going out west.
Going to Wichita Falls to that West Texas for my continuing year.
Good luck. I said, good luck.
Yeah.
Any other comment?
Make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
Motion and second, all in favor, aye?